Crossroads of 3. Let's start the day.
Good morning.
Good morning, Melly. Good morning, Blaze. What have you both been up to today?
Oh, dilly-dallying and such.
It was not dilly-dallying.
He was. It goes well with the brooding.
Sounds like a wonderful morning. Can I offer you both something to drink in these early hours?
Yes, please. Can I get something smart and sparkly?
Can do. Smart and sparkly. I'm pretty sure that would just be the nebula. Yes, draw the recipe. Order up for Melly. A fresh brew of smart sparkles.
Thank you. This is just right amount of sparkle.
Happy to hear that. Blaze, what can I get you? Nothing. Alright. So, has the cape found its way back home yet? Yes. The vampire was thankful, if melancholic. Seems to have awakened memories of old woe.
Seemed pretty excited to me.
He should be. It fits him well. Almost like it was made for him.
It was very interesting seeing a vampire in person. His fangs were shorter than I thought they would be. I expected them to be the size of a colossal saber-toothed tiger's fangs, but they were much tinier.
A common misconception. Where did you find him?
At the local Gaia temple. Got split in the middle by a fallen star.
That sounds morbidly interesting.
It was. Overheard some priests say they're thinking about rebuilding the temple around it. Looks kind of cool. And people like distinct temples.
They do.
The vampire was traveling with a really nice dwarf and a holy woman of Cassiopeia. They're asking around to see if the priests knew anything about the star rain.
Did they?
No, I could have told them that 2 days ago. But while we were sneaking around and listening in, we overheard the strangest conversation. Turns out Alithia, that's the cleric's name, found out that one of the priests was actually a wobbling ooze in disguise.
Scandalous.
I know, right? But in the end, it was all okay. It was forgave him, and he promised to try and become a real priest. Apparently, he really loves the humidity in the temple. They all hugged and everything. It was very sweet. I was really happy we could see that from the shadows.
We?
Me and the mysterious and quiet Blaze. He's my new associate.
I'm no such thing. It's great to see you two working together so closely. You make a great duo. We are not a duo.
Thank you.
Oh, didn't mean to click that button. I love how small Melly's character portrait is. A Vukakin. Melina might be young, but she's already an aspiring detective, and probably smarter than quite a few of my customers. She's a sweet and curious kid, despite her parents meeting an early tragic end. It's exceptionally hard not to like her, and it seems not even edgy Rose can resist her charm. He's a good kid. It's fucking changed to Blaze here. So I'm guessing that throughout the game, Zephyr's name is going to change to probably all across the elements until they're finally like, okay, yes, this is my actual name. That'll be funny to see. How did you find the right moment to give Kyla's cape? You know, all those heightened emotions. We didn't. She got caught.
I thought one of the pillars would be big enough to hide behind, but it wasn't.
It wasn't a pillar, it was a tall vase.
It felt very well hidden when Alethea suddenly asked me if I wanted to stop hiding now. She was paying a lot of attention. I think she noticed me from the very beginning. She's so cool and smart.
Did you ask her about her investigation?
I did, but she said it was too early to share any insights. Even when I kept asking, she wouldn't budge. I asked Master Smith Frostgrip to tell me more about the temple's architecture instead. Do you know that the altar was built from a 1,000-year-old oak?
I didn't. That's fascinating.
It is. She also told me I had to work on my stealth, that being small isn't going to be enough. I think she knows from experience.
Better not tell her that.
Better not.
So, are you going to work on it?
Yeah, Blade's going to show me the ropes.
Is he now? Have to. She'll get herself killed otherwise. That's a very dramatic way to look at things. But also very nice of you.
Look at her wide-eyed smile. She's so happy.
So, would you say your investigation was a success?
Kind of. We gotta see how clueless the other investigators are and return the cape to Mr. Vampire. I didn't find out anything new about the stars. I didn't even get to see any monsters. I was hoping maybe some would have fallen from the astral sea and I could have studied them.
A dangerous, if very exciting dream. Mostly a foolish one. You think so? Have you met monsters before? What kinds?
Oh, you think so? Have you met monsters before? What kinds? You have favorites? What were the first ones you ever met? Try to eat you or be your friend?
Of course I've encountered monsters before. They've been a part of my life for many years. The shadows are full of them.
Really? That's scary.
Of course it is.
So the first monsters you ever saw were shadow monsters?
No, they were much worse than that. Humans.
What is it?
And I have a drink after all. The words aren't flowing easily. Of course. Same as last time? Yes. Let's see if I can find something sweetly charismatic. Time for a little bit of sunny breeze. Put some fairy shenanigans into this, because we can. Sunny breeze ordered up. A drink, just for you. Thanks.
How is it?
Fine.
That means it's perfect.
So, where was I? Alright, shadow monsters. Back when I was younger, I had just joined the Shadowbanes and was eager to prove myself. It said there are great riches far in the depths of the Gravelmac, a dangerous mountain range in eastern Fizoa. Hidden treasure troves full of precious gems and gold, and I owed some debts. Hoping to find some jewels, I made my way there, to the darkest of its crevices. Guarding its depths were creatures no one would ever choose to face. Bleak stalkers straight from the Twilight Chasm. Hideous creatures that have every right to be associated with the Nightmare Realm. They typically feed on rocks and gemstones. Seem to think bones have the same general consistency. I wasn't able to harm them with my mortal weapon, so I distracted them with some of the gems I managed to pocket earlier. It was a close call. Never forget their twisted antlers and beak-like snouts.
You sounded kind of cute.
They were not cute.
If you say so, maybe one day I'll encounter some.
Pray you never will.
No thanks.
Oh, nightmare, no shadow. Hey, it's Care. She finally got the arrows out of her shoulder. Welcome back, Care. Are you alright? Yeah, of course. You want a drink? Yes. Give me something strong, please. No watered down muck. Got it. Alright, that's a southern brawler if ever I saw one. It's for fun. We'll throw in a golden feather. Get some kick in her step as she does it. Wait, no. Not gonna work because it's gonna make another thing. Yeah, we'll get some fire in it. Or too much. Alright, order up. Ba-bing. Strong with 0 water. Just how you like it. Thanks. Needed that. You're welcome. Say, innkeep, you got room in your neat little book full of recipes for one more drink? Sure. Got one for me? You bet. So my baba used to drink back in the day. My adventures reminded me of it. Sailor's Courage. Thank you, Care. It has fucking abs. I love that. Sailor's Courage. 3, 4, 5, 6. It uses a lot of stuff. Sailor's Courage gives even the driest landlubber the qualities of a good sailor. A lot of strength, a dash of defense, a shot of charisma, the inability to know fear. Perfect all-rounder. Well, almost. Who needs common sense anyway? Spinach not included. Popeye would have words about that.
Why are you so sad?
I ain't sad.
But you look sad, and you sound sad, and the innkeeper looks worried. Probably because you're sad.
I am worried. Don't be. Too late. Like I said, I ain't sad. Not really. More, I'm not sure. My chest feels tight and I feel lightheaded. Maybe I'm dying.
Those are all side effects of being sad.
Who are you, anyway?
I'm Melly, the world's greatest detective.
Huh. I'm Carolyn. Who's that punk next to you?
That's my sneaky assistant.
You got a name? Malachite. Ah.
So, I like to detect why you're sad.
Likewise. Does it have to do with that wyvern chimera whose saliva you were hunting for?
You met a chimera?
A wyvern chimera, yeah.
That's so cool. Why? How? You're alive.
Sure am. You remember that forgetful vampire, Melly?
Of course.
He put out a quest for chimera saliva. He thinks maybe able to produce a sunscreen strong enough for him to walk in the daylight once more. Carolyn was brave enough to pick up his quest.
Wow, that's amazing. How do you even get the saliva of a guardian?
By killing it.
Oh.
Would you like to tell us what happened? Is that really necessary? I think it might be good for you. And very interesting for us. You don't really want to disappoint Melly, do you?
Miss Carolyn, will you please tell me the story?
Fine.
Thank you.
I didn't mean to kill it. Seems like an extraordinarily blasphemous thing to do. Someone non-religious, you concern yourself an awful lot with it. Just try not to be a dick, that's all. Usually got no trouble killing beasts, but my baba would have lost if I told her I harmed a guardian. I think so, at least. No, she never fought any of them. But she had the natural ability to know when it would have been right to do so. He got that kind of sense. We'll see about that. How did the fight start? On my way there, I changed my mind from fighting to sneaking. Thought if I were quiet enough and had the veil of the night on my side, I could steal the saliva from right under its nose. Or maw. Drooled quite a bit, that thing. I didn't know my way around the quag mangrove, and I wasn't as quiet as I should have been.
Oh, I know all about that. You got a giant sword, so you were prepared, right?
Of course. Innkeep here even hooked me up with some fire resistance. Came in handy. And this sword, well, was made for killing beasts. Even the good kind, I suppose.
Is it a magic sword?
Not sure. Doesn't do any magic tricks. But it's stronger than your average steel and can resist even the highest heat, even without practical potions. Used to belong to my grandma. Left it behind for me.
That's so sweet.
Your parents gonna leave you anything?
No, they weren't expecting to go, so I didn't think about that in time.
Oh, Kara's not feeling good about that.
But that's okay. I can find my own treasure.
I'm sure you will, kiddo. So, the Chimera noticed you. Yeah, sly beast pretended to be asleep when I approached it with the bucket. I tried to catch its saliva and it snapped at me, taking my arm if I wasn't so tough. The ensuing fight was something else. Next to its dragon head, it sported a lion and a snake head. They fought me all at once with overwhelming ferocity. It was the fiercest enemy I've ever encountered. Even though its fire couldn't harm me, it took everything in me to best it. I may have defeated it in the end, but I felt honored to have fought such a formidable foe.
So you defeated with your badass sword?
I did. This weapon really saved my skin. Dealing the final blow, I felt like my grandmother was holding my hand and guiding me towards victory. Maybe I just imagined that. Maybe it doesn't matter, as long as it felt real. Maybe. I even gave it a proper burial. Deserved an honorable send-off. I almost left the sword with it too, but it's too good of a weapon. The dead don't need swords anyway. Yeah. You know, I did achieve her dream. Saw a wyvern chimera in the flesh. I fought it even, and I killed it. Does that mean I killed her dream? I think it means her sword saved you from dying. I'm sure that was a dream of hers too. Possibly. But she would have found another way out of it, I'm sure. But she ain't here. So I thought maybe it was time I put her to rest as well. Left my goodbyes for her with the Chimera. Maybe it can pass them on. May Tuat listen to your pleas. May he find that much mercy in his cold, dead heart. Is he dead, you think? Tuat, I mean.
I mean, he does reside over the spirit realm, and only the dead can go up there. Must have died to have gotten there, too.
Or he's always existed there. Was made to watch over the dead. He's a god, after all. There's no clear consensus of what the Great Spirit Dragon really is. A dead dragon, a god who could always control death from his very inception, a reflection of what we believe death to be, death itself. He could be anything. What would you like him to be? What hopes do you have? Hope he's kind.
I hope so, too.
And I think he's kind. Maybe we should follow his example. That's what heroes are for, right? Indeed. You're one of those, right, Care?
Of course she is, silly.
I have to agree. You know what would be very heroic of her?
What?
If you brought the saliva to Kyle the vampire. I'm sure his joy about finally being able to walk in the sun will be extraordinary. Too lazy to go yourself? My domain is merely my tavern. You're much more likely to run into him. Fine. Might as well. Need to get moving anyway.
You're leaving?
No, just need to move around. Any of you happen to know where I can find this vampire? Last saw him at the Gaia temple. The priest might know where he went.
I know where he wanted to go. I overheard him talking about it.
Care to share?
I want to trade it. The information, I mean.
For what?
Can you teach me how to use a greatsword?
That's it? Sure thing. Right now?
Is right now okay?
I've got the time. It'll take you more than one lesson, though.
That's okay. I also got time.
It's a deal, then. I'll show you the basics, and you tell me where to find the vampire.
Yippee!
That is, if your assistant is all right with that. Don't care. Not my circus, not my monkey. But she is your cat. Yeah. Okay, kiddo, let's go. Innkeep, can we use your front yard? Of course. Go wild. Will do.
Are you coming too, Mal?
No, I'll stay here and have another drink.
Okay, you can join us later. I can't wait to learn how to fight. It'll be so helpful for future adventures. Innkeeper, do you have any quests I can go on after this? To practice my sword and stealth skills.
Not yet, but I'm sure something will come in. Be patient. I promise I'll have a quest for you soon.
I can't wait. I'm going to destroy any challenge with wit, stealthiness, and giant swords. Ha!
I know you will.
But first I gotta practice. See you later.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be distraught if she ever dies. She is a pure child trying to do her best. I like her ambition. I like her naivety. Some would call it optimism. A waste of time. Illusions get you nowhere. You would know. Another drink, please. Same as before. Sweet and all. Coming right up. Sunny breeze. Don't even need to check the thing. Some sweet optimism for my most pessimistic customer. This is sweet enough to make me optimistic for future drinks. Wow, I'm proud of myself here. You should be. So, Malachite. Just leave me to my pondering. Got it. Why do you change your name so much? Zephyr, Blaze, Malachite. Hey, it's Fable.
Hiya, innkeep.
Hiya, Fable.
I'm so happy to see the tavern looking healthy again. And you too. I'm sorry it took me so long to check in.
That's alright. I hope the last 2 days weren't too hard on you.
No, not at all. I was just very busy. A bunch of the Ashen Grove's trees got knocked over, and a lot of time rescuing and leading group therapy sessions with the local wildlife. And of course I had to check in on all the nearby settlements too, see if they needed help with any damage after all of that.
How did the werewolf settlement fare?
Okay, it took some damage. Everyone was okay, but only physically. They might have to relocate.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It'll be okay. I'll make sure of it.
It's very nice of you to check in with everyone.
I had to make sure everyone was okay. I used up a lot of my healing salves. That's what they're there for. I'm not happy I had to use them, but I'm glad I was prepared. May I request something?
Go ahead.
Do you maybe have a drink in your repertoire that could assist someone in a situation like mine? Your drinks are powerful, like something that would make me tougher while also replenishing my social energy. I think I'm all done with helping out now. A drink like that would be a real game changer in case something like this happens again.
I don't think I have a recipe for that yet. But don't worry, I already got an idea. But even without such a drink, I'm sure people were very thankful for your presence.
Well, they weren't mad about it, at least. Though, I sort of feel like people aren't really as concerned as I thought they'd be. When I saw the stars fall, I thought for sure the world was going to end.
Yeah, I recall.
You're right that it wouldn't, of course. But I thought that people would be a little more freaked out by the lack of a night sky. Everyone just seems to be okay with it. I asked one of my sisters about it, and she said, "Who cares? Some wide-eyed adventurer will surely put them back at some point. Let's worry about replanting these tomatoes." I don't even know if you could put them back.
You can never put back what's lost. You can always replace it with something new.
I'm not sure that you can replace the stars, or if you should approach loss that way.
It's all a matter of perspective. I wouldn't mind a bunch of trees up in the night sky for a change.
Right, but it still would be much nicer if some things would just stay the same.
They never do.
I'm just happy everyone is okay.
Did you check on Care yet? She should be hacking my terrace to pieces outside.
I did, outside, on your definitely not hacked up terrace. Just out of curiosity, do you own any wood glue?
I will purchase it on another time.
It was nice to see that she's okay, too. I was a little worried she wouldn't just leave and never talk to me again. It was nice watching her train Melly with so much enthusiasm, and to catch up a bit, that too. She tried to rope me into their great sword training.
Did you accept?
I'm not really a sword kind of elf, but it was fun to watch her teach Melly. She's very sweet.
Indeed.
And I was just relieved to see Carolyn doing all right, even though she's worried about Mr. Dragon. You don't have any way to check in on him. I hope he's all right.
I'm sure he is. Celebrate our well-being despite the absurdity of the world. How about a drink?
I would love a drink. Can I try out that new one I requested? 1,000 Winds, was it? In case I run into more people in need of help on the way back.
I'm sure I'll find just the right thing. Alright, 1,000 Winds. Looks like a golden feather is what I'm going to need as a base for this. Thousand Winds. Order up. So fancy. A breezy drink inspired by you and your kindness.
Thank you. Your drinks are still the highlight of my day. He makes the best drinks, right?
They're okay.
Really? Do you actually think that? Or is this a thing where you just don't want to be nice? You seem to do that a lot for some reason.
It tastes good. As good as things can taste when you're me. Well said. Thank you.
By the way, I really forgot to introduce myself. I'm Fable. I'm an elf and a ranger, and I come here a lot.
Ooh, are they flirting? They're also an incredibly courageous and capable hero.
That's not true. Not yet. I'm working on it. Being a hero, I mean.
Why?
Because I dream of adventure and all the wonderfully exciting things it can bring. I want to help people.
Why?
Why not?
I'm Malachite.
Oh, you're Mal. I mean, Malachite, obviously. Millie just talked about a Mal. Said they, or I guess you, are very cool and her new friend. She sounded very happy about it.
We're not friends. She just won't leave me alone.
Oh, okay. Then why do you spend time with her if you don't like her? That sounds really mean.
She keeps following me.
And you take her along?
Not by choice.
I don't know you well enough to judge the truth behind all this. But I think you should be honest. Honesty goes a long way. I also believe that thing in Zoford could be fixed with honesty as well.
You mean the missing familiar?
I heard several familiars are missing, actually. And I believe with so many mages and familiars present, someone's bound to know something. But maybe they're just scared to face possible consequences for their honesty.
Mage mania. Sounds like Zofar is going through an eventful time. Thank you for letting me know. I'll keep an eye or two out for future developments. Zofar isn't far from here, is it? Not too far. It's in eastern Fezoa, and is, to my knowledge, the biggest harbor town the Republic has to offer. I only recommend its many summer festivals. Very pretty fireworks. Why? Does that sound like something up your alley? No, not mine, but... Melina is seeking her first quest. Maybe this could be something for her. She needs to practice her skills outside of risk-free theory. Good idea. I'll see if I can reserve it for her.
Sorry for asking, but first quest? I thought Melly just turned 10. Isn't that a bit young for quests?
No. I was a similar age when I ventured on my first quest. The one with the horrifying nightmare creatures? Yes.
Oh, that's sad.
No, that's cool.
No, I think that's a little sad. Children shouldn't have to face such dangers that early.
Why not? It's always there. Might as well confront them with it when they're young so they can accept the existence in their lives.
That's an insane thing to say. Just because the world can be horrible doesn't mean we should confront children with the fact as early as we can. It's already bad enough that us grown-ups have to deal with it so much. Why should they just accept it if we can make the world a better place for them instead? I mean, when you were on a quest with, and I quote, horrifying nightmare creatures, weren't you scared? Wouldn't you have preferred to not be alone? It builds character. A character that thinks we should put other kids in miserable situations? Sure did a lot of good for you there. Aren't your parents worried to death about you? You got enough rumors to make a quest yet, Innkeep? Not yet. Give me another day. People are so busy talking about or ignoring all that star debris, they're losing sight of the important things. Like feeding me new information. Is that very nutritious for you? No, but it's fun. In that case, the fun I can provide in a day is running out. Unfortunately, the horrors of this world do not stop chasing me nor anyone else. I shall take my leave. Good luck. See you around. With less horrors, I hope. Now I'm worried. About Malachite or Melly? Both. Are you really going to send her on that quest? If she wants to go, I don't think you have to worry about it that much. Zofar is a beautiful city with a very low crime rate. I think she can handle a couple of rowdy familiars. And I doubt she'd be going alone. Hope not. It's a little worse than being alone when you're scared. Very true. Are you scared of anything? Bad Yelp reviews. Oh god, a true entrepreneur. I don't think you have to be scared of that. You make the best drinks in all of Asteria. I think as long as you like my drinks, I'll be okay. You got my 5 stars in the bag. I would ask what you're afraid of, but... the answer would be everything. Is it? Yeah, but I'm working on not letting my fear stop me. I might not be able to avoid feeling afraid, but I can't always just do things when scared. Rather than not at all, maybe. It's still a terrifying thought. How do you handle situations you're afraid of? I used to have a terrible habit of just walking away from things that scared me, but with the right people by your side, staying becomes less of a crushing weight on your shoulders. You realize that even if things aren't perfectly comfortable, they're still worth experiencing. That sounds lovely. I've never seen friends of yours around the tavern before. Maybe you should invite them over sometime. Perhaps, though one of my friends is sitting here right now. Where? Oh, wait, are they invisible? Oh, you mean me. That makes me really happy. Also, you feel pretty bad about having to go back home. Don't worry. Go home. Fix many things that worry you. As long as you come back. Always. I'll see you tomorrow, Innkeep. See you tomorrow, my friend.